Y'all know what time it is. Y'all tuned into the most hated, most anticipated, most underrated, most aggravating TV talk show, vlog, reactionary, podcast, whatever fuck you want to call this. You tuned into My Time, My Grind, My Shine. Tuned into Freaky G Live. Y'all see it down there. Y'all see it up on the top too, man. WastelandMusicEntertainment.com. Stop on over there and go grab y'all some music. You feel me? We get some merch together. I've been in contact with a lot of my merch people, so we're about to get y'all some merch out here over the fall and the winter seasons. Basically, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, please, by all means, be respectful to everybody in the chat. Please, by all means, when you come in here, be respectful to me, the host. If you cannot be respectful, we just gonna get y'all out of here. We ain't even about to keep sitting up here arguing with you bored, broke ass niggas that ain't got shit else to do. Actually, that's what we here to talk about today. We're here to talk about how black people are so worried about gentrification now, but they weren't worried about gentrification when they was letting these gangbangers and all these other motherfuckers control their neighborhoods and tear up their neighborhoods and shit. They weren't concerned about this shit back then. So why y'all concerned about it now? That's all I would like to know. That's all any of us that think with common sense would like to know. Because that's what we face with right now in this day and age, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We face with people that got common sense versus people that have no common sense. People that got morals and values, integrity, versus people that don't have morals, values, or integrity. We're faced with highly intelligent people versus highly ignorant ass people. You feel me? This is what we face with. And it's a time in life right now that we have to use our discernment and we have to use our free will in order to prosper. And I'm just keeping it real like that. We got to use our discernment and our free will in order to prosper and evolve. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go ahead and shoot on over here to the big homie, man, over in Detroit, man. Our cousins up here in Ohio. Anton Daniels, man. Anton. Yeah, hey, it look like you on something right now, man. You on something right now, brother. So let's go ahead and get everybody turned around here, man, so we can get y'all cracking. Yeah, we can get y'all cracking. There y'all go. Hold on. Yep, there we go. We got y'all lined up now. Yeah, we got y'all lined up. Let's get y'all. Yep, there you go. All right, let's get into it, AD.
We are one of the top-rated heating and air conditioning companies in the area. And as we get towards the end of the summer, we have a special...
See, y'all better pay attention because a lot is about to happen, and it's been happening, and y'all haven't been paying attention. I'm not only a techie, I was born and raised in Binghamton. And as soon as I saw that police station go up, I already knew it was a wrap. Then I saw that bike trail go up. Then I saw they moved the Memphis Library from off of Peabody down to Poplar, a block from East High School. Then, after all of these years, over 30 years, all of a sudden now they want to renovate Leicester Community Center. You got strolling around our neighborhoods. Y'all not paying attention? I'm about to tell y'all what's going to happen. Because it's not looking good. 9% of the Memphis natives do not have the skill sets to go into those facilities in West Memphis and in Memphis that they're setting up for good.
Okay, first of all, before you even get to yapping any further, ma'am, whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that these people don't have the skill sets? If they paid attention in school, if they showed more interest in something besides being a rapper, or internet troll or something like that, then maybe they would have the skill sets. Come on, man. We not about to sit up here and keep making excuses for y'all. We're not. We're not about to make no excuses for y'all, and we don't have no sympathy for y'all. So carry on with your bonnet, because it shows us, out of all of the females that they came online talking about Memphis and how Trump them need to get up out of there and all this, that, and the other. But their communities are the worst fucking communities. These bitches get online with bonnets on. They get online in their pajamas. They get online with their titties out. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear y'all hoes, man. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just shut up. Just like these motherfucking weirdos that come off into the chat. Shut the fuck up.
Google and XAI.
Y'all see, I got them up out of here
I
quick.
can go in there and do some work. So what do you think that they're gonna do? They're gonna bring in people from Silicon Valley, Texas, DC, wherever they need to bring them from to stand those facilities up.
As they should. If the motherfuckers don't want to do the work, then you hire people who do. If people got to get paid more to move into your motherfucking city because your tired ass, your sorry ass don't want to get up and get out and get something, you want to lay up off of a nigga or you want to lay up off of the government, you don't want to do shit, you ain't training your kids right, your kids can't hold these positions, baby. And you know why? Because you just named it. The people can't fill the position.
And guess what's going to happen? All of those areas, the cost of living is super expensive.
Good.
So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to build...
You Section 8 ladies shouldn't have shit to worry about. They moving y'all around and paying for them nice ass houses for y'all kids to go in and go tear up and terrorize the fucking neighborhoods. They thought that moving you about them projects and about them shitty ass neighborhoods might just encourage you to want to live your life better, to want to be on some different shit. But it appears that you niggas has been whooped and motherfucking and on that goddamn, indoctrinated on that goddamn Democratic plantation for far too long.
Everything up to make it
I don't want to hear shit that none of you motherfucking country talking ass niggas got to say. I don't want to hear shit none of you bitches got to say. And shout out to all my motherfucking people, man, that's down there in Memphis. Shout out to my people in Nashville. Shout out to my motherfucking people all over Tennessee, the great state of Tennessee, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. Ain't nobody got to live in poverty because you motherfuckers don't want to tell on your motherfucking baby daddy or your little brother. Ain't nobody got to live like that, terrified. Can't sit on their goddamn porches. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Let the motherfuckers come move in your backyard. Let them come move in your backyard then.
Those government entities getting ready to come down there.
Let them come. That's what we pay them for.
So let me
go ahead, AD. My bad.
Is being communicated here. We want more jobs. We want more opportunities. You guys want safety in your neighborhoods. You want growth. You want investment, or maybe not, but you're complaining that these type of things are then coming to your communities, which it's the mayors, it's the legislators, it's the state, it's the governors that are advocating for more opportunities. Y'all recently lost, if I'm not mistaken, more facilities like a FedEx facility. Y'all losing jobs. It's a brain drain in the area, but you actually want more opportunity. And so what you're saying is that you don't want it or you do want it. Because the one thing that I know about...
Hold on, wait a second, AD. You trying to talk to some motherfuckers who don't even know who the fuck their baby daddy is. You trying to talk to some motherfucking hoes, man. There's some stupid ass niggas who don't even know what it is to be an adult, man. Come on. Come on. We ain't gonna sugarcoat this. We ain't gonna sugarcoat this, AD. Nah, big dog. Come on, man. You know, and I know, and everybody else with common sense know that these motherfucking people are harboring criminals. These motherfuckers is around this bitch encouraging criminals and all of that. Come on, she the same type of bitch that the motherfucking nigga could go shoot somebody and take the gun and drop it off in her motherfucking house. And she'll get rid of that motherfucker. She the same type of hoe, man. Come on. Don't nobody care about her being no techie. If you a techie, then dress a little bit more professional. You sure don't dress like no techie. You dress like you just got up out of a motherfucking a porno flick or something.
Business. And I've opened a lot of businesses. I've consulted for a lot of businesses. I've become very, very successful running businesses is that, number one, you're incentivized to go and get educated, so you'll put yourself in a position to actually be able to.
Like how you women did. Y'all was incentivized to put the nigga out of the house. Then you was incentivized to go to school. Then you was incentivized to get jobs. Now y'all complaining about every fucking thing because why? Men don't give a fuck about your education. Men don't give a fuck about your job. If it's not applying to that man's purpose, and that's his God-given purpose, he cares less about what you talking about, ma'am.
Take advantage of the opportunities if that's what you want to do. That's number one. But number two, there's a lot of jobs that come as a result of that. And so other industries then thrive. Vendors, small businesses, consulting.
No. Hey, these niggas is the small business. These the FBA small business owners who don't know a goddamn thing about no motherfucking business. They don't. They don't know shit about no business. These hoes is the same bitches that do lashes, nails, and hair for a fucking living, man. Come on. This hoe can't say shit to us. For real, but let her talk. I'm gonna let them talk.
Opportunities, more restaurants, more everything, more safety, more investment within the community that then allows for y'all to be more successful. What is there to complain about? Is there anything that they can do, because I heard her mention that it was those people, which we know is white people.
No, it's your people. It's them preachers. It's them motherfucking FBA niggas. It's the boule. It's all these organizations y'all want to be a part of and all this shit. These the same black women that was trying to get us to vote for Kamala, man. We ain't trying to hear this shit from y'all hoes, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Take y'all licking. Take y'all licking how us men took our licking for 40 fucking years, man. 4 decades we took a ass kicking. And we was handed over by y'all women. That's why y'all kids is growed up to be snitches. Because they got it from y'all. They didn't get this shit from them hoe ass niggas out there in the streets. They got it from they hoe ass mama telling on they daddy because they can't have their way. Let's just keep it real, man.
Walking around and doing whatever it is that they're doing in Memphis. Do you want to be disenfranchised? Do you want to say that? Because I hear the complaints all across the board. Like I hear people say, "Oh man, why they ain't bringing more money into this? Why they ain't bringing?"
Yo, what's going on, Stacy? Miss Stacy.
Detroit is booming with investment, thriving, multi-billion-dollar facilities and opportunities from healthcare to technology to mortgage to hotel and retail and all of these different things and manufacturing and all of these things are being invested. And you know what the people say? How come y'all ain't bringing that over into this? How come y'all ain't bringing that walkway over there?
Facts.
Y'all not building another recreation facility in the hood?
Facts.
Okay, so then they.
And then here's my thing. Even once they do build the recreation facilities in the hood, how many of y'all hood motherfuckers really go and put in the application? Huh? How many of y'all, while they up there constructing it, how many of y'all trying to get people put on the motherfucking work crew? Oh, I forget, ain't nobody trying to start from the bottom for real. Everybody want to be foreman. Everybody want to be the motherfucking boss. Don't nobody want to be no worker. That's the problem with the black community right there, man. Let's just keep it all the way gangster.
With different companies, and they started to do just that.
Look at what Eli, look at what they did with motherfucking Amazon, y'all. Amazon came in, all these black folks, and I'm talking about they put them in all the major cities, man. They put factories and warehouses in all major cities, man. And what did the niggas go do? Steal. That's what they went to go do. They threw away benefits. They threw away all kind of shit just to go steal. And then these the same men and women that raise their children to go out here and bust in people cars and shit like that. We just had a string of that. They just arrested 10 of them motherfuckers. I'm so glad. 10 of them. They hit a string of goddamn, man, they've been going around hitting streets. The whole goddamn street If it's a car parked on the street, man, they done busted the window on that shit. And ain't nobody paying for none of that. The mama ain't paying for it because the bitch ain't got no job. The daddy ain't gonna pay for it because he ain't got no custody. The mama got the custody. See, this is what I say, ladies. Y'all open up Pandora's box and now y'all can't close that motherfucker. You can't close it. That's why, at first, them white boys wasn't letting y'all vote. Because you see what happens once we let y'all vote. Y'all vote for the wrong shit. Y'all stand with the wrong shit. I don't hear none of you motherfucking women that's getting on this motherfucker with these bonnets on and these big ass pretty houses and all that shit. And not even the little young dumb ass bitch that was on yesterday talking about they're about to gentrify Memphis. So, Memphis need a makeover. Obviously. Do you know that if you don't take care of your motherfucking house, I don't give a fuck if it is your property. If it's an eyesore in the community, they'll vote your ass out. And y'all Democrat following motherfuckers have been voted out. So I don't understand why, for the life of me, why won't y'all motherfuckers get on code? Why won't you get on code? For real. Like, Jesus, man.
Pistons, they partner with the Illages that own all of the baseball teams and Little Caesars Arena. They partner with this person, they partner with Comerica Park. And so all of them adopted all of these different places all throughout the neighborhood. And guess what? People are still complaining. And so I don't know what makes you guys happy. I'm not sure. Do y'all want to sell drugs?
Yeah, they do.
Run guns?
Yeah, they do.
Janitors?
Yeah, they do.
And
No,
so,
they just want to sell drugs, run guns, and if women want to sell pussy. That's all they want to do. It's the easiest shit in the world to do. These niggas don't want no challenge. This is why I keep trying to tell black folks all the motherfucking time. Y'all ain't the smartest. Y'all, man, ain't no way in fuck you people are the smartest. They keep running around here talking about you patting yourself on the back, talking about you smarter than everybody else. And you got these high test scores. Man, that's why real motherfuckers laugh at y'all, man. We laugh in the face of y'all bitches talking about y'all got this, that, and the other. Real men do. Especially men that already got theirs. They laugh at y'all hoes, man. And don't do nothing but want to fuck you. Because that's the only thing you got to offer. That shit you went to college for, it don't hold shit. It don't hold up to nothing that no motherfucking man purpose stand for. It's all about a female, something about a female. Impressing another female. All kind of shit, man. It's all about another female. It ain't nothing about these men. And it is showed. That's why these black young men, they gonna grow up and hate y'all motherfucking females of the day. I don't give a fuck how much you coddle him. I don't give a fuck how much money you spend on that nigga. When that nigga get grown, he gonna hate you.
These communities and these spaces that y'all say are so disenfranchised and that you want to have growth in it. What is it that y'all want? It raises your property values.
They
you
don't
have
know.
an opportunity right now. Maybe I should go down to Memphis and just start buying up a bunch of stuff.
Damn
now that
right.
something came in and
Yeah, all you
and they
rich
got
ass,
crazy
all you rich black motherfuckers. All you rich black motherfuckers, why don't y'all go on down there to Memphis and put y'all money together collectively and build y'all a motherfucking town like out there in Oklahoma City? Huh? Why don't y'all do that? Why don't y'all rebuild y'all Black Wall Street and start in one motherfucking state? Then maybe it'll trickle down like how you motherfuckers always jumping on a bandwagon to tear up your motherfucking community for some loser motherfuckers. For real. Drug addicts, criminals. Y'all want to stand in solidarity for them? Oh, man.
Y'all want more sports teams? Do you want it to be safe? Do you want to be recognized as a great community? Do y'all want to find, you know what I'm saying, the people that's doing the killing and the stealing? You want to remove the
No, because the people that's doing the killing and the stealing is in their household, bruh. And they benefiting from that shit. They benefiting. So nah, they don't want to fuck that up. Why would you want to fuck up your son bringing in motherfucking $50,000 to $100,000 a goddamn week, tax free. Why would you want to turn him in and fuck that up? You gonna stand up there just like the rest of these motherfucking sorry ass mamas. For real. I miss the old ladies from back in the day. They go in the courtroom and say, I did the best that I could. Shit, ain't nothing I can do for this nigga. This motherfucker want to do what he want to do. For real, I miss them type mamas.
What is it that people want? What is it that people want? Because I see people say, oh man, we losing jobs. Then I go and
Anton, come on, bro. We ain't gonna say what people. We gonna say the people. Which one of these motherfuckers? The black community. And these broke ass white motherfuckers who thought that they could skate their way through life. Ain't no motherfucking skating and shortcutting through life, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You gonna have to kick in and you gonna have to motherfucking apply yourself. If not, your ass gonna get left behind.
see y'all stealing out of Nike trucks and stuff like that. What do people want, man? So tired of people complaining.
They're building it for who's coming. They're not building it for the current natives. Y'all not gonna be.
We've been telling y'all this shit for 6 years now. Matter of fact, we've been telling y'all this shit since the end of the Trump's last motherfucking thing, and y'all elected Biden and that hoe in. We told y'all this, but y'all told us to shut the fuck up, to protect y'all businesses and to protect them motherfucking criminals that y'all harbor. That's what you told us. Now this shit is out of control, and we, the people, are going to take our fucking country back. We are. We've already begun. Why? Because Donald J. Trump, regardless of how y'all motherfuckers feel about him, he the best motherfucking commander-in-chief I done seen in these 49, 50 years of living. He the best commander-in-chief I've ever seen. He's a man of his motherfucking words. You know why? Because he ain't no goddamn politician. He ain't. Y'all sitting up here getting the rug pulled from up under y'all every time by these goddamn politicians. I posted a sign on my motherfucking door. Don't hang shit on my... I'm a conservative independent. Don't you hang shit on my door that don't concern me. If it's not about the conservatives, don't you hang a motherfucking thing. Fuck them Democrats and fuck them Republicans too. But I can't say fuck the Republicans right now because them niggas standing on conservative business. And I ride with them right now. So fuck y'all.
Be able to afford it. And just like Binghampton is prime real estate, it takes you right into downtown. Where do you think those people are going to want to be? Closest to where most of the tourism is going on. Downtown. That's why they're building all of the hotels now after all of this time. We're probably going to have a decent skyline for a change, you know, and all of that. But it's going to be at the mercy of current residents.
Oh, well.
So this is the disappointing part or the aftermath when we go in and tear up our own stuff. You can't go in and we offering each other every chance.
So why the fuck is y'all always running around here talking about y'all doing peaceful protests and don't none of the protests end up peaceful? Huh? Why do y'all niggas go to these motherfucking protests with all that bullshit on? Y'all looking to incite some stupid shit. These people from the past have indoctrinated you niggas and scared you niggas and whooped you niggas into motherfucking submission, man. That's how they can put a joystick in y'all back. They done whooped y'all niggas into submission and they keep bringing up this slavery shit, man. Ain't now one of you niggas been no slave or none of that shit. Been on no plantation, none of that. The only plantation and the only slave you done been is for the Democratic Party. And they been using and playing your ass the whole time.
We get, y'all not taking care of y'all, you know.
I got a piece of information that I'm going to share to y'all as soon as this whole finished talking.
Everybody and stuff like that. So it drives the property value down for homeowners. To make it easy for them to come right in and scoop it up. And they're going to build stuff.
No, all you got to do is upgrade your motherfucking shit. Keep your shit clean. Keep the motherfucking environment up out of your motherfucking community. That's all you got to do. That's it. And you ain't got to worry about moving and getting pushed out and all of that other shit. You ain't got to worry about that. Just do your part. Lazy ass black woman.
It get more expensive to where it's unlivable for current residents, and it's gonna push you further and further.
What's so unlivable about it? What? Because you niggas now y'all motherfuckers, since y'all done broke into all of the stores, y'all done stole all of the motherfucking shit to sell it back to everybody in the motherfucking community for you to make a profit. For you to make a fucking profit. Come on, man. Y'all sound stupid, man.
Out. This just
She's actually right about that. When people run the community down, it makes it right for investment because you can get it cheaper, and then it's an opportunity for them to be able to scoop it up. That she's 100% right.
So if you know this shit, if you know this, why the fuck would you sit up here and be on the shit that you on? If you know this. What up, Aunt? I see you up there, man.
She's 100% right.
education in a nutshell, and it's unfortunate.
See, I've learned one thing about the black community. Y'all niggas don't never prepare for a motherfucking thing. Y'all don't. Y'all don't prepare for shit. Y'all just want to deal with it when it happens. And then you want to play victim. But you had plenty of time to prepare for this shit. I've been telling y'all for the past 5 years, man, to start preparing for what's happening right now. Right now. Y'all told me shut the fuck up. Y'all had clown ass niggas. Y'all let clown ass niggas come into the chat and be disrespectful. Even after I asked y'all. The first thing I asked y'all before I even get into my motherfucking episode is please be polite to the people in the chat as well as me, the host. But I constantly keep getting weirdos in this bitch talking about Snoop Dogg. I keep getting weirdos in here trying to rage bait me. These ain't nothing but the same foreign motherfuckers who jealous because they can't come over here. They can't. They ain't, for one, they ain't got the money to make it over here. For two, they ain't got no motherfucking way to get over here. Dead serious, man. Come on. Come on, man.
You know, Memphis has a lot of resources and a lot going on.
So why ain't y'all getting
talk about on this app?
Why ain't y'all getting them? This is the shit y'all need to be taking up with y'all local councilmen, y'all mayor, y'all motherfucking these preacher men that keep getting money from y'all every goddamn Sunday. Cause Memphis is definitely, Tennessee is definitely one of them Southern Baptist church motherfucking coalitions. They are. They a part of that shit. They got motherfucking, if they ain't got a liquor store on the corner, they got a church on the corner.
You know, and it's been like that since the 80s, but people don't pay attention.
Did you hear that? It's been this way since the 80s. And what did I just say? Black folks don't never prepare. They don't never prepare. They just wait till the last minute. And then they play victim. Like what she's, portraying. She's portraying that these people are victims because they're getting pushed out of their neighborhoods. But you didn't say shit to the police when that motherfucking nigga stole that case of goddamn toilet tissue and sold it to you for $10. You didn't say shit when that motherfucker went up in there and stole everything about a Family Dollar and Dollar General and sold it back to you for a cheaper motherfucking price. You didn't say shit then. You didn't say shit when your motherfucking grandson or your son went out there and sold that goddamn pack. Or shot some niggas or robbed some niggas, did some home invasions. You didn't say a motherfucking thing. So why y'all talking now? That's all I like to know, ladies. Why the fuck is y'all talking now?
You know, we can't blame the administration because it ain't all their fault.
Absolutely correct about that.
Us as black people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We ran our own neighborhoods down.
That's the only thing true you done said.
But there, at the end of the day, you still have choices. It's either yes or no. Either I'm going to do it or I don't.
It's called free will. It's called free will, and we all born with it. God gave us that. Ain't no government, in no country, nowhere. Everybody in the world has free fucking will. Get off that goddamn bullshit.
I'm from the hood.
You ain't gotta
I
validate
am
yourself.
a product of Binghamton, Memphis, Tennessee.
Why you ain't still in the hood? Why you ain't in the hood? Why you ain't go to your hood and take some of that money and buy you a piece of property and fix that shit the fuck up? Or at least rent in your hood. What the fuck?
I'm a college graduate. I'm
Okay,
soon to be three-time college graduate.
and this is what I'm talking about, black folks. You hear this? I'm a college graduate. Black women love to throw that shit up in the motherfucking face. Every goddamn woman that come on here thinking that they saying something, thinking that just because they a college graduate is supposed to change our mind on what the fuck you talking about. Bitch, shut up.
A military retiree. I've traveled all around the world.
Well,
All
you
of them-
suck. You suck. That let us know that you didn't even defend our country, bitch. You defended your fucking bank account. You ain't defend no liberties. You ain't defend nothing but your bank account, ho. And you did, again, you did not take any of that money back to the hood. I don't give a fuck about you going to pander to somebody's motherfucking business that they done opened up. We don't give a fuck about that shit, lady. We talking about your business. What did you open up? What did you add to the neighborhood?
What type of stuff? I've done some great things, and I'm from
Like
the
what?
hood.
What did you do for the hood, though? What did you do for the hood? You keep talking about how you did all this shit and you done got out of the hood. What did you do for the hood? Did you give back? See, that's the problem with a lot of you motherfuckers. Y'all can get up out of the hood, but you don't give back. That's why God snatched that shit from your ass and you wind right back up in the motherfucking hood. Or you wind up in a fucked up predicament where you lose everything.
So this is the reason why it's real important, to one, be able to think for yourself and make sound decisions and stop being your children's friends and be parents. Because what's happening now, we're probably gonna have the city swipe right up away from up under us because we didn't handle our own business.
Yeah,
So
as
stop
parents.
blaming everybody else when really it starts at home first.
Well, get out that goddamn hotel room first. Get out that hotel room with all that goddamn money, because that's a hotel bed that you in. Yeah, it is.
Because if we had our nose in them books and going down to them city meetings and everything else, we wouldn't be in this predicament
Bullshit.
right now. But
It's not a predicament for the people that's not prepared to capitalize off of it. It's only going to be a predicament. Actually, I don't think it's going to be a predicament for anybody. Because
Nope. Just like that motherfucking that last government shutdown wasn't no predicament for nobody but these motherfucking federal workers. That was it. The same motherfuckers who trying to steal from us, man, they was the only ones affected in any shape, form, or fashion. The niggas in the hood still, hey, guess what? Everything in the hood still went down. Barbecue, weed selling, pussy selling, all kind of shit was still going on during the recession. It was. So this shit don't affect nobody but po motherfuckers. And the only way to stop from being po is you gotta get up, get out, and get something. Get something.
I'm not sure if living in squalor and getting shot up in the beginning of the day.
Nah, that's a badge of black honor.
Having bodies piling up and
That's a badge of
crime
black
and
honor.
corruption and Dolph and all of this stuff happening and Gotti and his brother and all of that stuff. I'm not sure if solving for that and making the community better and safer is actually a bad thing. I think it's a win-win.
Me
I
too.
think it's a win-win. And so
Me
the people
too.
that are going to be successful and the people that are going to capitalize and the people that's going to benefit off of it are the ones that actually care about their communities and make the sound investment and go to school and all of that other stuff.
Did you hear what he just said? The people that's going to benefit are the people that's going to make themselves better. They're going to go to school. They're going to get the trades or whatever fuck they need in order to make their communities better. They're not going to run like fucking cowards. They're not going to run like cowards. Like these cowards from these other fucking countries. Because that's what they are. They're fucking cowards. They can raise all that hell over here in the United States, but ain't none one of them motherfuckers stay over there while them bombs was dropping. They hurried up and hightailed their asses on them motherfucking U.S. planes. Now they don't want to leave. Now they don't want to go back and rebuild what the fuck they coward asses left from. No, y'all gotta go back. I say we load all of them up and get them up out of here. For real, go rebuild your goddamn country so that us Native Americans can start rebuilding ours.
The community is over. It's really just about whether or not you're a good person or a bad person.
Facts.
You're a capitalist or a socialist.
Facts.
Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure.
Shout out to AD, man. Shout out to AD. Let's go ahead and get y'all turned back around while I set y'all up for the next one. What y'all think about that, dog? For real. Y'all want to type in the motherfucking comments all the time. What y'all think about that? Huh? Hello, everybody. Everybody that tuned in. Hello. Hello. Y'all ain't got to say hi to me. No. I see you up in there. I get around to you eventually. I don't move because you want me to move. No. But no, let's keep it all the way real, y'all. What y'all think about that? I think it's some bullshit, me, myself. The black folks sitting up here mad at Donald J. Trump and all these other motherfuckers and begged him to come, and now he come, and now you other motherfuckers is mad. And 9 times out of 10, the people that beg for him to come are the people that's being bullied. They're being bullied by these people that we're about to talk about. Shout out to Miss April Chapman, man. Let's go on over here to April's channel. Let's go on over here to April's channel, y'all. We're about to learn a little history on this Democratic Party, this plantation that everybody want to sign up for. So y'all come on back. Yeah, come on back on up in here. Come on, let's get to it.
You and then use the Bible.
Hold on, April. Let's run it back. See, I did my research on it. I did my research, and that's why this is a fitting subject. Let's go, April.
We're going to be talking about how the left are still the same bloodthirsty, evil people that they've always been. From slavery to abortion, from human chattel slavery to the unborn in the womb. My thesis tonight is that the same demonic spirit of dehumanization that was running rampant way back then is the very same dehumanization and spirit that is very much alive and well today.
She ain't never lied.
I was with a friend and we were talking about slavery and the abortion argument, and we were just talking about so many of these cultural issues, and we drew a connection, and I said, I've got to bring this to my audience. We're going to be talking about Dred Scott, who many of you may or may not know who that is. Don't worry, I got you. I will fill you in. But we're going to talk about Dred Scott and Roe v. Wade.
Please do.
And
Please
how the
do.
left
Please
are
do.
still the same bloodthirsty, evil people that they've always been.
Hey, April, please talk about this Roe versus Wade shit, because these women that signed up for some shit they don't know nothing about, especially black women. They signed up for some shit they don't know a motherfucking thing about. So please break it down to them, ma'am. See, that's why I like this sister like this.
And I think it's important for me to cover this tonight because a lot of us believe what we believe because we've either been indoctrinated or history and information has been reimagined for us, and we don't really understand so many things that have happened in this country. And there's been a psyop run on many of us to make us believe that it was these individuals over here who were doing this when it was really these individuals over here who were doing it.
Yeah.
And so
Keep
I
telling
want to
y'all
discuss
that.
from the Dred Scott case all the way up to Roe v. Wade, from slavery to abortion, from human chattel slavery to the unborn in the womb. My thesis tonight is that the same demonic spirit of dehumanization that was running rampant way back then is the very same dehumanization and spirit that is very much alive and well today.
Amen.
And the left, you guys, don't get it twisted. They have done a very good job of shape shifting and changing the faces of the victims.
Yeah.
But the ideology, nope, it has not changed.
Nope.
The left continues to decide who is valuable and who is expendable. And so tonight we're going to expose it. So, who was Dred Scott, right? If you don't remember from elementary school, I'm going to fill you in really quickly. Dred Scott was a enslaved Black American, or he was actually, depending on how you look at it, we weren't calling ourselves Black Americans then, so we'll say African American. And he had lived for a time in the free territories of either Illinois or Wisconsin. And at this time, slavery was prohibited by something called the Missouri Compromise. Well, later, he returned to the slave state of Missouri with his enslavers. And after the death of the person who enslaved him, Dred Scott sued the Missouri State Court for his freedom. And he argued that, hey, my residence at this point is on free soil, so that should make me a free man. So let's just really quickly unpack the legal argument.
So you just heard that. Since his residence was on free soil, this motherfucker said that he thought that he was a free man. He thought this. And because he thought this and he spoke with such articulate language that the white folks decided that they was going to, the liberal white folks decided that they was going to use him as a poster child. Yeah, like how they do all of y'all. They use y'all motherfuckers for political power. That's why these politicians come around to y'all communities. And you don't see them no time but during election time or right before election time, campaigning season. That's the only time you see them around. Other than that, you don't see them around. You can't get a phone call in at their offices or none of that shit. None of that. This is the typical blueprint of the Democratic Party. This is the typical blueprint of the Democratic Party, y'all. But let's go. Because hopefully she'll touch on how the Democrats never wanted y'all to be free in the first fucking place. They didn't, blacks. The Democrats wanted y'all to remain slaves. It was the Republicans who went to war during the Civil War and fought for y'all motherfuckers to be released. That's why a lot of black people, them motherfuckers went and voted Republican. They did. They switched up on the Democrats, and the Democrats mad about that shit. But see, I wonder how the Republicans is gonna feel when the niggas finally wake up and become a part of the party that they really belong to, and that's the Independent Party. That's the party that black folks supposed to be fucking with. They supposed to be aligned with the Independent Party. Then y'all fight for equal rights. Then y'all motherfucker fight for yeah. So that means that y'all want to be independent. You don't want to roll with no republic. You don't want to roll with no democracy. You want to be independent, free to think and move how you choose. But the only thing about the independent is no matter who take office, you got to follow their rules. No matter who take office, you got to follow their rules. This is why I keep trying to tell the black community that it's very vital that y'all learn how to follow instructions and follow rules. It's very vital. Because if you're not teaching this to your offspring and you're not, enforcing this in your homes, then we'll just be back in the same type of shit that we in right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But come on, April. Come on with it.
Dred Scott's legal team, his legal team, here's what they argued. They argued that by living in free territory, he had become free, right? I disagree with that, because I'm like, my rights come from God. I was born free, but for the legal argument, this is what his legal defense was. And the Missouri Compromise, which at the time prohibited slavery in certain U.S. territories, made his enslavement illegal. And so he had standing to sue in this instance, because he's like, okay, I should be considered a U.S. citizen. Well, here's what happened in the Supreme Court.
Let's keep it all the way real. Dred Scott didn't have no motherfucking money to sue no goddamn body. This is why the Democrats came in like how they did. They used him as a poster child for the shit that they wanted to get accomplished. For real. He didn't have no motherfucking money. He was still a slave. So how a slave gonna have money to afford an attorney in order to go to court? If that was the case, he could have bought his freedom. If he could afford the money to afford a fucking attorney back then, he could have bought his freedom. Straight up. But
on March 6, 1857, the U.S. Supreme Court, led by then Chief Justice Roger Taney, issued a 7-2 decision against Dred Scott. You're like, so what now?
So how they
Here's
get off?
the key points of the ruling. Black people are not citizens. That was the number one key point of the ruling. The court ruled that no person of African descent, whether enslaved or free, could be a citizen of the United States under the Constitution. You guys, this meant that Dred Scott had no right to sue in federal court.
Didn't I just say
Number
that?
2 was Congress cannot ban slavery in the territory.
Sure, okay.
So that means the court determined that Missouri, based on the Missouri Compromise, it's unconstitutional. They declared that. And then stating that Congress did not have the authority to prohibit slavery in the territories.
So what in our day and age, what our Senate does is the Democrats decided they come together collectively and they shut down our motherfucking economy. They shut down our government. This is what they do in order to twist our arms into joining forces with them to overthrow these Republicans' rules. For real. The Republicans are in right now, so it's they rules. We gotta follow them. We gotta follow them, and y'all. And in these next couple of years, Democrats, instead of y'all acting like motherfucking little children, what y'all should be doing is trying to get y'all a motherfucking real representative to run. But I don't think the American public is gonna go for that shit no more. We don't want no more. What I say yesterday. True democracy lies in the hands of the free thinkers. True democracy lies in the hands of the free thinkers. We're not free thinking when we're rolling with either the Democrat or the Republican Party. Didn't I just tell you? You have to abide by their rules. Independents ain't set no rules. They haven't. They have never, not one time, had a president in office. They haven't.
You guys, this was a major blow to the entire anti-slavery movement, which was being led by Republicans, might I add. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss a whole lot of inconvenience.
I just told y'all that. Republicans led that
today. Third point of the Supreme Court's decision was slaves are property, not person.
Heard that, right?
So the ruling emphasized that enslaved people, they're property under the Fifth Amendment. And
so that's why women wanted to change that verbiage, because they were the men's property. So they the white girls start calling themselves slaves because they had to do the labor that the slaves was doing. But most of them motherfucking men at that time that didn't have slaves, couldn't afford slaves. You see, y'all get where I'm going? They wives had to motherfucking do the work that the slaves. See, all white people back then wanted slaves except for the Republicans. All white people wanted. The Republicans were the only ones that treated their motherfucking slaves like indented servants. Democrats treated they motherfucking slaves like slaves. And inhumane at that. And on top of all that, they beat them and then told them, they threw that Bible in their face and told them to be good slaves unto their masters. That's what the Democratic Party did, blacks.
Taking them away, even by moving them to a free territory, that was a violation of the slaveholders' property rights.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, here's what I want to do. I want to show you guys this infamous quote. Come on and read this with me. It says, quote, "Black people had no rights which the white man was bound to respect." This is a quote by Chief Justice Roger Taney.
So, in other words, it says black people had no rights which the white man was bound to respect. So, in other words, the only motherfuckers who don't get respected is the black man. The black man and the law. Them the only motherfuckers that don't get respected around here. The black man and the law. Straight up. But women get all of the respect even when they don't respect themselves. This is all I'm shooting at. This is all I'm shooting at right now. The women sided up with the feminists. The feminists hijacked the fucking civil rights movement. And the men, the black men, the real men, they were left ass out and looked upon as like slaves. Don't you see that that's the mentality that the black woman has right now? If a nigga can't do this, that, and the other, if he can't go out and slave and get her fucking hair done and her nails done and all this, but she pop off there, she can do it herself, but she don't never do it. She's always dependent on a motherfucking nigga. And the only time that she do it is when her phone dry as fuck. And them niggas is hip to her shit. That's the only time that she do for her fucking self.
Let that sink in. I'm going to leave it up just for a little while. I'm going to read it again. This was, at the time, the decision of the Supreme Court. Black people had no rights which the white man was bound to respect. So the question is, what's the impact? What was the impact of these scathing words and the impact of this decision? Well, I'll tell you. This decision, it enraged abolitionists, rightfully so, and then it deepened this sectional divide between the North and the South.
Sure did,
right?
what I just say.
It invalidated the compromise aim. The whole goal at this point in history was, let's limit the spread of slavery. Y'all crazy folks down there in your human property ownership, we can't have too much more of that going out west. So we're trying to limit that. And then this helped galvanize the Republican Party and was the precursor of the Civil War. These are just some inconvenient facts that we need to wrestle with, because this case remains one of the most reviled decisions in Supreme Court history. Why? It essentially codified that white supremacy into federal law and declared that black people had no legal or constitutional protection.
What did I tell y'all?
Devastating precedent for personhood being denied by judicial fiat. We just saw this a couple of years ago in Roe v. Wade.
Wow.
And so here's what I want to do.
Come on, let's go.
Talk about
Let's go.
what this decision meant. With Dred Scott, this meant black people were declared non-persons under U.S. law. Well, that's problematic. That's biblically problematic, and that is just bad law. And then it also meant they're not citizens. So if they're not citizens,
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait one goddamn second. So you mean to tell me that these blacks ain't no motherfucking citizens and they run around here doing all this hooping and hollering and all this shit and tearing up communities and all that? You mean to tell me that by the motherfucking law, these niggas ain't really motherfucking, they ain't really citizens. Oh, man. Blacks, I keep telling y'all need to shut the fuck up for they kick y'all asses out of here. All you troublemaking motherfucking blacks, y'all better shut the fuck up.
And if they're not fully human, they are just property. Isn't that demonic?
Yeah.
Isn't that a travesty?
Yeah.
Now, I can be righteously angry about that, but this is our history, and we need to deal with it. Why? Because it matters, and it explains so much about where we are today. Now, let's talk about the Democrat involvement in all of this, okay? You know, they love to reimagine and sanitize their history, but there's going to be no sanitization. No, there's no sanitization happening tonight.
Thank you.
I am publicly discussing these issues of antiquity because they matter, and no matter how hard they try to escape their racist, wicked past, they're still the same party, and I'm going to prove it tonight. Oh yeah, we're going to prove it tonight. So,
what's going on, Paul?
In case you didn't know,
Shout out to the homie Paul out there in Chicago, man.
Unapologetically. There's no way around that. There's no way to say, oh, well, it was just a small group of people. No, that was the Democrats. That was the Democrats. They defended this.
Play Smooth. What's up with it, Play Smooth? There go my homie over there. Hold on, April. I didn't mean to interrupt you, ma'am. I got to just pause it real quick. And I got me a couple of homies up in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to my homeboy Play Smooth over there in Germany, man. And shout out to my homeboy Paul Young, man, out there in Chicago. Hey, Paul. Hey, man. Y'all got some shit going on. Didn't I tell you when you came up here to Cleveland that shit was going to happen out there if y'all didn't clean up? I told you, man. Yeah, you tuned in to the right time, Paul. Oh, man, we breaking it down. Yeah, we breaking it down, brother. We talking about these Democrats. Democrats. We talking about it right now.
And they fought to expand slavery westward. So they were like, yes, this is the right decision, and we need this decision to set the precedent because we got to move slavery out west. Let that sink in. The government declared an entire ethnicity of people legally subhuman.
Black folk.
And the Democrats just cheered. Like they did this. They are clapping. They are celebrating. And y'all, that's not just injustice. That is evil.
Yeah.
Now hear me clearly. I'm not bringing this up because I'm trying to re-adjudicate the sins of the past.
No, fuck that. Bring it up, because we cannot learn from the past if we don't know the past. We cannot make a brighter and better future if we don't learn from the mistakes of the past. In other words, we got to learn from the mistakes of these elder motherfuckers who keep trying to fuck us around. They done already fucked up my generation, Generation X, and the domino effect has just kept going down all the way now to Generation Alpha. Those are our grandbabies, Generation X's grandbabies. They're still being affected. And if we as Generation X don't do something about this shit and tell them old people to shut the fuck up and take their Geritol and get out of our motherfucking business, then, hey, look, I don't know, people. Black woman, you can't be mad because, bitch, you didn't raise no motherfucking leaders. No, you raised a bunch of followers. A bunch of killers and followers. That's what the fuck you raised. So you can't get mad. You need to shut the fuck up and play your position. And let us men, the real men, clean this shit up. Shut up, ladies. Let us clean this shit up. Fall in line, ho. This is why y'all can't make it in the military for real. Because you don't know how to follow fucking orders. Oh, man, thank you very much, Play Smooth, man. I appreciate you.
That's not it. I'm free in Jesus. I hold no
Me too.
ill will.
Me too.
And I harbor no resentment.
Me neither.
Towards this country, because in spite of this
I hold
evil,
resentment.
wicked,
I don't hold
racist
none.
past, it is part of what makes us America. And we got to deal with this, but we're going to deal with it in light of the truth.
What I just tell
And then
y'all.
we'll bring the gospel to bear in all of this.
What I just tell y'all.
So, how am I going to do that? Well, let's fast forward just a little bit to 1973, just a few years before I was born.
Me too.
Not
3
five.
years before I was born, to be exact.
1973, Roe v. Wade is legalized abortion nationwide. At this point, the unborn, they were deemed to not be persons under the Constitution.
And you know something? I sure thank my mama. I sure thank my mama, man. Rest in peace to her. I sure thank her, man. Because I could have been one of them motherfuckers, man, that my mama said, fuck that, I was going to have an abortion. Because my daddy wanted my mama to have an abortion. My mama said, fuck that shit. This one right here coming into this world, and he going to change it. He going to help change this motherfucker. Straight up. Hey, man, it ain't nothing but respect for my mama. For real. My mama and my grandmama, it ain't nothing but respect. Fuck them niggas. For real. Fuck my daddy and everything that he represent and touch. Because he wanted me gone. And he tried to kill me my whole entire fucking life. So, nah, man. Fuck that. That's why I be on you women like how I do. Because the choices that y'all out here making, using with your discernment and with your free will, y'all making some of the poorest, most bullshit decisions ever in history.
So, you're like, why are you bringing that up, April? What is the legal and ideological parallel between Dred Scott and Roe v. Wade? I'm so glad you guys are asking these amazing questions. Well, just a few. Dred Scott, because he's a black man, was determined he's not a person. On the basis of some intrinsic reality, his ethnic expression, how he was born as an image bearer, they don't recognize him as an image bearer, he's not a person. Well, in Roe v. Wade, an unborn child is not a person, right? The age of gestation and location of this human image bearer, according to Roe v. Wade, that's not a person either. Well, both decisions stripped image bearers of their personhood to justify oppression and murder.
Whoa.
That's the parallel.
Whoa.
So the question is, well, what is the modern Democrat position? You know, April, you bringing up all these old sins of the past, right? What they got to do with today? Well, a whole lot.
Let's jump in that time
It has a whole lot to do
machine.
with today, because the full-throated support of abortion is laid at the feet of the darn Democrat Party. And tell me where the lie is. Where's the lie? Up until the moment of birth, these people are fighting for the right to delete babies in the womb for profit.
Did you hear that? They're fighting for the fucking right to kill babies. The future. The future. They want to take our future from us because they didn't do shit in their motherfucking lifetime. Think about that. They want to take our future away from us because they fucked up in life. They didn't know how to adapt with the changing times. They didn't. They want to stay stuck in a motherfucking day of old type of mentality.
For convenience, all for the pure bloodthirst of it.
Yeah.
Up until birth, and some of them were trying to argue beyond birth as well.
Yeah, they was.
That's happening.
Deranged
The
white
Democrat
girls.
Party consistently opposes any sort of legislation that either protects the unborn. They will oppose to any sort of protection against those who even survive abortions.
What?
And to me, that is utterly wicked.
Man.
But the question you need to ask yourself, well, April, I know you're making these assertions. Let me know this. What I need to do is I need to help you guys understand. For those of you who this information is new to you, you like, I've been voting Democrat all my life. And I did not know this. That's why I'm here. That's why the Lord is uniquely equipped.
A lot of y'all motherfuckers been voting Democrat majority of your life and don't even know why you been voting Democrat. You just been voting Democrat because other blacks done told you that that was the party for the blacks. Now, do y'all still agree that it's the party for the blacks? Matter of fact, let's let April go on here and talk a little bit more. Because I want to know if y'all still think that this Democratic Party is the party for the blacks because y'all got a sellout nigga like Al Sharpton. You got a sellout nigga. Straight up. That nigga a sellout. He been selling us out since the 60s. He has. Since the 60s, that man been selling us out.
Me with this voice to make it real plain for you. Real plain. Let's go over something called the Born Alive Infants Protection Act of 2002. Okay? So we're fast forwarding, we're past Roe v. Wade now. What I am doing now is I'm providing support for the argument that the Democrats have always been, whether it was relating to the humanness of the slave or to the humanity of the infant in the womb, these wicked people do not care. They do not care. The Born Alive Infants Protection Act of 2002 was enacted to affirm that any infant born alive at any stage of development is recognized as a legal person under federal law. Well, I get that. Under this act, the law defines born alive as the complete expulsion or extraction from the mother, where the infant exhibits signs of life such as breathing, heartbeat, umbilical cord pulsation, or voluntary muscle movement, regardless of gestational age or circumstances of birth. You know, I'm listening to this language and this verbiage, and I find it so funny that this act, when it was introduced, had no problem defining alive, like they define born alive as the complete expulsion or extraction from the mother. Okay, get that. But here, listen to this language. The infant exhibits signs of life, such as breathing, a heartbeat, umbilical cord pulsation, or voluntary muscle movement, regardless of gestational age or circumstances of birth. It sounds as if they were acknowledging that the baby, now that they are born on the outside of the womb, exhibits the same characteristics of the baby when it's inside the womb. So, if there's personhood at this point, why is it that we don't recognize the personhood of the baby in the womb? Just something to think about. We'll come back to that. The Born Alive Infants Protection Act of 2002. This was news to me. It passed with overwhelming bipartisan support, which means that the left of today is vastly different than the left of yesteryear, 2002. At least we had enough normal thinking that they've always been wicked, but it's a new level of wickedness that we're dealing with now. That act passed with bipartisan support. House of Representatives, it passed by voice vote. The Senate passed by unanimous consent. And then it was signed into law August 5th, 2002 by then Republican President George W. Bush.
The results are pouring in, and customers
She ain't
absolutely
lying.
love the Silver Spring.
This shit is pure wicked. It's wicked. And anybody who stood in solidarity with them goddamn Democrats, man, y'all should feel ashamed of yourselves. Y'all are the real fucking sellouts. Y'all are. Y'all the real sellouts. This is why people be like, I don't want to talk about who I voted for. Because you don't, if you voted for the wrong motherfucking people, you don't want to put your chest out with that shit. Coward.
It's cheaper if they...
So, while the Born Alive Infant Protections Act established the legal recognition of infants born alive, there were some deficiencies. It didn't include specific penalties for the healthcare providers who failed to offer medical care to these infants. And so in order to address this, the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act was introduced years later. Now let me explain to you what this legislation aimed to propose. This legislation aimed to mandate that healthcare practitioners provide the same level of care to infants born alive after an attempted abortion as they would to any other newborn at the same gestational age. So they're saying, all right, these healthcare providers, if the baby is born alive after an attempted abortion, you need to render the same level of care to this baby as you would a baby born at the same gestational age that was wanted, okay? It also indicated they needed to require immediate transportation and admission of the infant to a hospital, impose criminal penalties, including fines and up to 5 years in prison for non-compliance, and allow the mother to bring a civil action against the non-compliant healthcare providers. So, what is different from this Survivors Act than the Born Alive Protections Act of 2002? Well, I'm going to tell you. And by the way, many of y'all didn't even know this was happening, because this just happened a couple of years ago, 2023, during the Biden-Harris administration.
No, they didn't know, because they was too busy trying to put Harris ass back in the office. They didn't know what the fuck they was voting for. This is why I try to tell y'all, man, before y'all run out there to the motherfucking polls, y'all better get informed on what the fuck y'all voting on and who y'all voting for. And if you don't have the proper information, you need to ask questions, man. Stop walking around here trying to side up with everybody else and stop listening to these motherfuckers. Go get your own understanding. Go get your own understanding, man. This is the same thing that God asked y'all to do. He wants a personal relationship with you. He don't give a fuck about that preacher. That preacher got his own motherfucking sins to answer for. Like fucking over the congregation, misleading the people, trying to sell salvation. He got a whole bunch of other shit to worry about. You need to be trying to get a personal relationship with the Almighty. That's what you need to be motherfucker be worried about. But continue, April.
So let me just give you the outcome of that. Despite multiple introductions, the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act faced significant opposition. In January of 2023, the House of Representatives, they passed the bill with a vote of 220 to 210. And that's where all the Republicans voted in favor, but all but one Democrat voted against it. What the heck is wrong with these people? I get it, you want to be a leftist. Fine. You don't have the human decency and the conscience to be like, well, you know, if the baby is born alive, the least we can do after the abortion, if they survive, render aid. Those Democrats said, heck to the no, let it die. Let it die. Every single last one of those Democrats, except one, said, let it die. Don't render no aid. We don't need any sort of legislation like this. They showed...
Wait a second. Ain't this the same thing that the Democrats was trying to sell to us that the Republicans was trying to say? Is this or is this not the same motherfucking shit that the Democrats was trying to say that the Republicans was saying in their verbiage about this law, this Roe versus Wade shit? Come on, man. Yeah, y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake the fuck up.
You who they were. Furthermore, in the Senate, the bill failed to advance, receiving 52 votes in favor and 47 against, and this falls short of the 60 votes that you need to overcome a filibuster. Do you know what these nasty, evil Democrats had the nerve, the ones who opposed it, from the Democrat Party? This was their argument. They argued that, well, this legislation is unnecessary, right? We've already have existing laws that protect newborns. I'm like, wait a minute, do we? Now, we do have some, but that's not the issue. This was a baby that survived an abortion. Their thing is, if you wanted an abortion, and by God's grace, that baby happened to survive, nope, we still got to go through it and kill it when it's out the womb. Don't really know age, just let it sit on the cold little isolate and let it die. Just let it die. These evil, wicked people, they even tried to say, well,
and we already know Kamala Harris ain't birthed nan motherfucking baby up out her pussy for her to be standing so strong on that shit and be trying to mislead all of you young black women, ignorant young black women. And I call you ignorant because you don't know no better. You don't know no better. Straight up. And when we trying to explain to you and teach you, you still don't want to learn because you got a problem with our delivery. You got a problem with the facts. You don't want to motherfucking accept the facts. Just like y'all don't want to accept the motherfucking fact that, bitch, you made a motherfucking baby with a nigga that was a loser. You don't want to accept that fact. You want to push the baby off on, you want to push that loser's baby off on a winning ass nigga. Come on, man.
This bill, it could possibly interfere with the medical professional judgment and, cause potential criminal legalities and impact the standard medical practices.
See, one thing I learned about that Democratic Party, the motherfuckers can show chuck some goddamn rocks and hide their hands. But when it come time to go to jail, them motherfuckers do not want to go to jail. They can send everybody else to motherfucking jail. But when it's time for them, no, they ain't going. They ain't going. They gonna play victim. They gonna sit up. They gonna do everything in their power so they ain't gotta get their punk asses in that goddamn jail cell and feel them steel motherfucking handcuffs on their goddamn wrists and the motherfucking shackles on their ankles. Cause see, that's how we break the motherfucking bitch ass Democrats down, fellas. That's how we break them down. We send their asses to prison, man. The same prisons that they got set up for you. Because most of them Democrats, man, got real estate in them motherfucking prisons. I'm telling you right now. That's why during the Democratic rule, so many motherfuckers, the prison population was going up like a motherfucker. It was. It was going up. And they started trying to build all these motherfucking re-entry programs for repeat offenders. Repeat offenders. Re-entry programs. For real. Millions and billions of dollars on re-entry programs. And what they call them, diversity motherfucking programs and shit like that, man. These people are fucking demonic, man. That's why I call them Demon-crats. The only thing that's missing is the letter N. That's the only thing that's missing is the letter N in Demon-crats. For real.
Really? So you guys, these are your people. If you're a Democrat, these are your people, and you will own this today.
Yeah.
Your people, over 100-some years ago, said, well, Dred Scott wasn't a person. And now they're like, your baby isn't a person either.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. These demons know better.
Yeah.
Oh, they know better, and I'm going to prove exactly how they know better. Let's enter to my right and y'all's left, probably. Enter stage right. Y'all remember Lacey Peterson? type a 1 in the chat if you remember the case, if you're old enough to remember Laci Peterson. If you're like a young millennial or a Gen Z, or you like, who, I don't know her. If you're a Gen X or above, you definitely know or remember Laci Peterson. I'm about to expose this hypocrisy today.
And before she get to bringing out this paperwork on y'all motherfucking ass, understand that the Democratic Party stood against this man. They stood against him, and they made sure that he would go to prison for the rest of his motherfucking life.
Let me familiarize you with the case. 2002, look at that. Look at that. 2002, is it the same year that the Born Alive Infants Protection Act was passed, was bipartisan?
It was passed for bipartisan for the fact of the matter that it covers up why they really locked that guy up. It covers it up. He had to be used as an example.
Support, it sure was. Oh wow, that's what an amazing little detail. In 2002, Scott Peterson was charged with the double homicide of his pregnant wife, Laci Peterson, and their unborn son, Connor.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys. That's Laci. Y'all, Laci's picture is forever cemented in my mind because I remember, I was like, oh my gosh, she is so gorgeous, so pretty. Why would her husband do this? And she's pregnant with his child. What the heck was going on? So we're going to leave that picture right there just to cement in your mind. This is real. This actually happened. This was a huge case that had national eyes on it. The husband right there, Scott Peterson, Scott was convicted on both counts, meaning murder of his wife and his unborn son, Connor. Unborn means Connor's in the womb, you guys. He's in utero where he's supposed to be until his time had come. Scott's convicted on both counts. And guess where the conviction happened? California. California law recognized that Connor, a baby still in the womb, recognized Connor as a full.
Wait a second. If he ain't recognized, if y'all trying to say that this wasn't no baby and all that, how the fuck did it get a name? How did it get a name?
Person under the law. I said, well, wait a minute. How anybody out there, really understand how under California law, Connor's personhood as this unborn baby in the womb is recognized, and in one courtroom, an unborn baby he's a murder victim, right? But in another, she's a disposable clump of cells. I said, well, would you look at this? Isn't that something? The Democrats will demand justice for Connor Peterson, but won't bat an eye at Planned Parenthood killing a whole bunch of babies the same age.
Whoa! She just said a mouthful right there. She just said a whole motherfucking mouthful. You will lock up Scott Peterson for allegedly killing his unborn child, but Planned Parenthood been killing motherfucking babies. I can vouch for it, and I'm 49 years old. They've been killing babies since I was fucking born. Straight up. Straight the fuck up.
It's convenient for their narrative. Suddenly the unborn baby is a human again. It just depends on how it benefits them. This is the inconsistency that I wanted to highlight. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this topic, because the more I read and the more I learn the truth, not the reimagined, whitewashed, sanitized history of the Democrats, but when I actually look through history and I start using this up here and I start thinking and comparing things, I'm like, here's the inconsistency. Dred Scott was a black man and he was denied personhood. Democrats, racist Democrats denied Dred Scott personhood, Roe v. Wade, babies in the womb, denied personhood, Lacey Peterson's case, personhood of the unborn was affirmed, but only because it suited the prosecution. Y'all want to talk about the moral schizophrenia here? If you want to talk about moral schizophrenia, this is it. This is it right here. The left, y'all, the left, because they are so godless and evil, and they are such a bunch of perverts, liars, psychopaths, and anti-Christian bigots, they will...
No, April, you can't say that. They got all of the churches on the church corners. Matter of fact, I just had some motherfuckers that's why I put that sign on my door. I just had the Democrats hang some shit on my motherfucking door. Hang some shit on my door. That's why I posted up what I posted up. Don't you put no more of this shit on my door. If it don't concern the independent conservative, don't put it on my motherfucking door. Straight up. We not about to vote for y'all motherfuckers in no shape, form, or fashion. None. No more. Not for Congress. Not for the fucking White House. Not for city council. None of that shit. We ain't voting for you liberals no motherfucking more.
Recognize the personhood when it serves their agenda. But then they'll deny it if it interferes with their bloodlust.
That's right. They
Tell
perversion.
me where I'm lying. You boys and girls, listen. Y'all better...
Them Democrats went into office and hoism came up by a landslide. It came up. Now all these females, they so fucked up they don't even know that they out here hoeing. That's the perverted part. They want to fuck your kids. They want to tell your kid that it's a little girl if he a handsome little young man. He's a little girl, he's feminine. They want to tell your daughter she masculine. Because them bulldagger ass bitches want to fuck her. Anything to try and keep from black people to motherfucking reproduce. But y'all ain't reproducing shit. Y'all ain't reproducing no motherfucking leaders. And when y'all do, y'all kill them. Y'all get together in a drove, in packs, and y'all vote on killing a motherfucker. Just like how some motherfuckers did me. But see, I don't give a fuck. You see, I ride around this motherfucker every goddamn day. I'm waiting on the day. I'm waiting so God can destroy this whole motherfucking community. Just like I did Sodom and Gomorrah. Just like I did Sodom and Gomorrah. Straight up.
I put one in the chat if you like it. Where's the lie? What are we going to do with this information? Is life not sacred from the womb or no? Is the Bible silent on this or no?
No, it ain't.
If you are a Christian and you keep identifying with this godless party, something's inconsistent and you...
They ain't no Christians. Let's just keep it real. These ain't no motherfucking Christians, man. These people out here running around portraying like they Christian. These ain't no motherfucking Christians, man. These are not no Christians that we talking about here, April. And you know it.
Have a decision to make. So, in case you need to be reminded, let's just quickly go over the biblical view of life and how the Imago Dei has value. Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In his own image, he created he, them. Y'all, life is sacred.
He, them.
Born and unborn.
He, them.
About the age of
Nah, he, she.
or the location of
he, her.
it
No,
does
he,
not
them.
change this fact. This is a self-evident truth. It's just true on its own face value. You don't have to like it. You can keep suppressing the truth and your unrighteousness and lying all day long. It's a clump of cells, not a baby, and you know it's a parasite. It needs the mama. We've heard all the arguments. Connor was a baby in his mama's womb, but because it benefited the left and the prosecution of Scott Peterson, wait a we must protect this unborn baby. What? It was kind of a person. Because it was a person. We're in a conundrum now. Oh, we're in a serious conundrum, and we need to settle this matter. Another scripture, Psalm 139, 13 through 16. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. Y'all, God doesn't wait until birth to recognize life.
Nope.
Just
Soon as that
like
sperm
we
hit
allow
that
pregnant mothers
egg.
to decide when a life is a life based on whether she wants to keep it or not. Right, like when you want the baby shower and you want to do the gender reveal, oh, it's the baby. But if the baby daddy ain't acting right and you just like, I don't have enough money to take care of this baby. Now all of a sudden you don't want it. Now it's no longer a baby.
Bingo.
Is that what we doing?
Bingo.
This is the schizophrenic hypocrisy that we need to discuss. Hands that shed innocent blood. We have Proverbs 6:17. That's an abomination to the Lord.
Woo! Woo! Man, come on now, sister. Come on now. Come on now. I keep telling these motherfuckers what an abomination unto the Lord is. Homosexuality, killing, shedding innocent blood, all this bullshit that these street niggas, so-called street niggas that claim to be Christians sit up here and glorify. All that shit is an abomination unto the God in which I serve. Yes, it is. It's an abomination for male and female.
And I'm not on a high horse. If you know my story, you know darn Skippy ain't on a high horse. We're going to get to the redemption and the hope that's available in Christ. But before we get to that good news, we got to deal with this bad news.
That's right.
The unborn aren't...
This is what they don't want to deal with. They always want the rewards, but they don't want to fuck with them consequences. They don't even weigh the consequences up in nothing that they do.
That's tissue. They are image bearers of the Most High God. The same way Dred Scott was, the same way Connor, Lacey, and Scott Peterson's baby was, the same way you are. Do you want to know why I go so hard on this issue and why I refuse to let it go? Because, one, I ain't going to let it go. That's not going to happen.
Me neither.
Now, unless the Lord strikes me mute and sews my lips shut, then
right.
we can build a case. And then at that point, I'll learn sign language.
That's right.
I'll learn sign language. If I go blind, well,
I'll program the AI
and figure out a way to communicate my convictions then. But until that time, I won't be silent. I go so hard.
And this is what I keep telling y'all motherfuckers about me. Why y'all keep trying to silence me? No matter what the fuck y'all do, there's too many motherfucking syndications out here right now. For me, my words is for the ears that want to hear and the hearts that want to receive. All you other weirdo motherfuckers, y'all can get y'all issue. Y'all can get spanked on y'all ass like that nigga Gentry, the spicy nigga the other day. Y'all get spanked on y'all ass.
Because if I'm part of the body of Christ, y'all, I have a Christian heritage that I can't escape. And when I'm talking about my Christian heritage, I mean, I endeavor to be historically consistent and on the side of righteousness all things.
That's right,
So
sister.
that means if the early church rescued abandoned babies, those are my people.
Damn right.
That's my Christian heritage.
Damn right.
And by biblical conviction, I do that too. Christianity has always defended the voiceless, the orphan, the widow, the people of God. Y'all, we were the ones on the forefront of the abolitionist movement, fighting against the fake Christians who were using Christianity to justify chattel slavery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a perversion of Christianity that used the Bible erroneously and used the pimp black preacher to convince their slaves that being property against their will is different. If you like, listen, I want to voluntarily be a slave because I either owe a debt or I can't figure out how to live on my own. I want to be a slave.
Did you hear what she just said, black woman? Because you don't want to live on your own, and you don't want it's so hard out here. You are voluntarily giving yourself up to be a slave to anybody who want to be a slave master, called a pimp. Man, I love this sister right here, man. Go on ahead, preach.
I'll make you my master.
Preach.
That is different than, oh, I'm going to buy you and trade you like a piece of property.
Yeah.
Treat you however
It's
I
a
want
pimp.
to treat you, and then use the Bible and weaponize it against you to justify. You better be docile, you better be obedient, but then neglecting the avenue.
Didn't I say that earlier? Didn't I say that they beat them motherfuckers with that Bible? They beat their slaves with that Bible? They told them to be good slaves until they masters? Nigga, I don't have no master. Hell no. I ain't got no master on this motherfucking planet, man. Y'all, then my mama and daddy wasn't even my masters. They was my instructors. They ain't no motherfucking masters. Fuck out of here. You weak ass niggas coming with that fucking 48 laws of power bullshit. Man, y'all niggas weak. Y'all some weak-minded motherfuckers.
Do not treat your slaves harshly.
Yeah. What about that part? What about that part? You elite motherfuckers? You big time elite motherfuckers? What about that part? What about that part, record industry execs? Treat your fucking slaves equally. Treat them fairly. Straight up. What about that? Oh, no, y'all don't want to have that conversation, huh? But y'all want to blackball me. Industry execs. Y'all want to blackball me, and here it is, I ain't even committed no crimes. But the nigga that y'all want to protect, he done committed all kind of motherfucking crimes. Just ask his victims.
That? Are we forgetting that? And here's what I'm not doing. I'm not trying to conflate chattel slavery with slavery in the Bible, but slavery in the Bible was regulated.
Yeah, it was.
And even at the advent of the church, if you read the whole book of Philemon, it's like, listen, Onesimus was a slave who had run away.
Yeah.
Pick up your Bible and read. Scripture regulates slavery, and in the context of the gospel, if individuals still found themselves enslaved, there was a way that y'all are one in Christ Jesus and you are equal, and there's a way that that relationship is lived out that was vastly different from what we saw on American soil with the slave trade and chattel slavery.
Absolutely.
Vastly different. But hear me clearly. This is not just political for me. When I examined this and decided to cover this tonight, I said this is a spiritual war between the kingdom of life and the kingdom of death. And the Democrat Party has consistently chosen death, from slavery to the womb. And I am trying to understand for the life of me why Christians, especially black ones, are okay with this.
Great question, April. I ain't saying you niggas doing no motherfucking typing. Y'all was doing all that typing. Y'all don't see y'all doing no typing. She asked a question. Why y'all align with this bullshit? If you know for a fact that it's wrong, we proving to y'all that this shit is wrong. If you've been listening to me for all these motherfucking years, you would know for a fact that I say that this shit is all dead wrong, man. For real, y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all believing in running and following anything. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and all chakra and all kind of other fucking religions. And God said don't follow no religion. Jesus said follow me. I am the truth, the light, and the way. In other words, walk in my motherfucking sandals. Cause I done just laid out the path for you, you fool ass niggas. He told you. And y'all still go in there and let that pimp motherfucking man.
You evil and perverse generation.
Right. That's
How
right.
Can you sit up in
And woe to all y'all. Woe to every last one of y'all. Woe. W-O-E. Go look it up, nigga. Let that be a word that you go look up today. Woe to you.
sit under a pastor that figures out a way to finagle himself to say, well, you know, I'm a pro-choice pastor, and, you know, we can't demand every...
Man, fuck that. They got motherfucking bitches preaching nowadays, and that's in the motherfucking Bible, too, that ain't no woman supposed to lead no motherfucking man. No woman is supposed to lead no type of motherfucking man. But see, the feminists got a problem with that shit. They do. They got a problem with that.
Body live as a Christian, so, you know, if they want to vote for abortion, I don't like it, but, you know, they should be allowed to kill the baby. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
that's just like the black motherfucker see your nigga breaking into your neighbor house and say that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm mind my own business. That's all that is. That's the same exact shit. I see my neighbor car getting broken into, or I see somebody getting robbed on my street, and I don't say shit. I say I'm just gonna go ahead and mind my business. Yeah, because I don't want them coming over here fucking with me. But not even understanding it's just a matter of time before they do come fucking with you.
That's the argument your sorry pastor position,
And
you
your politician.
It as fact, as if you don't have a Bible that already tells you the opposite.
Nah, April, half these niggas can't read. They was pushed through school. They don't read. They don't read for comprehension. They don't read for understanding. They don't even pray for understanding. They don't. Only thing they pray for understanding. The only time they pray for understanding is when their asses is in a catch-22. They don't pray for no understanding just because. They don't. It's a whole bunch of prayers that that's why I don't never, if motherfuckers say, please pray for me, I'll be like, fuck you. Nigga, pray for yourself. Start doing something for yourself. Mr. and Mrs. Independent. Do something for your motherfucking self with your dependent ass.
You can't wiggle your way out of this biblically.
Sure
And
can.
you know what I'm saying is right.
Yep.
And the conviction of the
And
Holy
all y'all gonna burn for that shit. So you can hate me as much as you motherfucking want. I bet I don't burn with you. I bet you that. I bet I don't burn with you. Punk motherfuckers. Yeah.
It should be piercing your heart. So that's why you either click out or you're like, this girl's too political. I don't want to talk. I don't want to listen to her no more. She too aggressive.
Don't worry about it. I get it all the
everybody
time.
don't believe that way. Listen.
I get it all the time.
Repent. Turn to
I
Christ.
told them that too.
Forsake.
I told them that too. I've been telling them this. Repent and turn from your evil, wicked ways. Repent and return from your evil, wicked ways. In other words, the motherfucking party is over. Repent and turn from your evil, wicked ways.
Your sin. It's very simple.
That's all
I
Jesus
go this
asked you to
far
do.
Because I already know God's wrath abides on those who give approval to this foolishness, and nobody's ever loved you enough. You got members of your family who are believers who won't tell you this. They let you sit and wiggle your way out of this abortion argument, and they won't say anything to you. And so this video exists for that purpose. It comes from a place of love, but it also comes from a place of righteous indignation. I need you to know that. But make no mistake, abortion is absolutely the blood sacrifice of the left. Why do you want to be party to that? Because the people on the left, they treat abortion like it's a sacrament. Don't believe me? Look how they chant and shout about their wickedness.
Yep.
The pride that exudes from them.
No, I got one better. Look how they let foreigners like them Palestinians come in here and talk about death to America. Death to the American. Let them come in, take over motherfucking cities like Dearborn, Michigan, and chant in our streets that we paved. We done spilled blood in. Hold on, man. Let me turn y'all around real quick, man. They chant on our streets in our motherfucking country. Death to us. You niggas let them in here. And now you niggas are sitting up here talking about let them stay. No, get your bitch ass out of here with them. How about that? How about you go back to their fucking country and help them rebuild that war-torn motherfucker? Because if they stay over here, that's exactly what's going to happen to us. And guess what them cowards going to do? Run again. They going to run again. For real. Just like them Jew motherfuckers who been running around the goddamn planet fucking up everybody's shit. When shit get hostile for them, they pack up like gypsies and move to the next continent. They do. They pack up like gypsies and move to the next motherfucking continent. And as much as these liberals want to keep talking about fascism and motherfucking Adolf Hitler and the Nazis and shit, that's all Hitler was trying to do, was rid the world of them type people. Users. Motherfuckers who want to take it, who want to steal from you and then replace you. Take your identity and every motherfucking thing. Because that showed what they did. That showed what they did. Come on, man. These motherfuckers came over here after World War II and opened up nothing but motherfucking banks, lending motherfucking establishments, anything to control our money. The black folk money. And then they put they motherfucking shops and stores and all appliance stores and all that shit in the black community. It used to be a hospital right down the street. Mount Sinai Hospital, controlled by Jews. More black people died in that motherfucking hospital, man. And they placed it right here in the black community. And guess what they was trying to do? Shut down the hospital. Well, they did. They shut down the hospital that I was born in, Forest City Hospital. Shut that motherfucker down. And they was trying to move up the hill, but Cleveland Clinic stepped on in that motherfucker. And the only thing, and check out what Cleveland Clinic did. They got, since that Jew man was trying to move up the hill, Cleveland Clinic went and got in bed with the motherfucking sand nigga. With the Israeli. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's what saved Cleveland Clinic. Jumping in bed with them Israelis. When that sheik needed that motherfucking heart surgery back in the 80s, he got that done right over here at Cleveland Clinic. That's how we got the Intercontinental motherfucking hotel over there on motherfucking Euclid Avenue, connected to Cleveland Clinic. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's a bunch of shit that you dumbass niggas don't know nothing about. But y'all always popping. You always popping. You always hating. You don't know what the fuck you be talking about. You just be talking follower ass niggas. I'm sick of y'all, man. They need to start, man. I'm telling you that what the NFC need to start doing is motherfucking looking at this shit that y'all be typing in these motherfuckers and what they yeah. They need to start rounding you niggas the fuck up and getting y'all the fuck out of here. Because y'all anti-American. Get out of here. Go to the country that you feel aligned with and see how that work out for your motherfucking ass. Don't nobody give a fuck about you being born over here, bitch. Your motherfucking ancestors wasn't even supposed to be here in the first fucking place. Now that these white folks that brought you over here on this boat want to put your ass back on the motherfucking boat and send you home, you don't want to go. You talking about you ain't got to go. Oh, yes, the fuck you do. Yes, you do. And they gonna round your ass up. Yeah. See, I ain't got to go nowhere. I just told y'all, I've been telling y'all motherfuckers, my ethnicity, this our country. This our country. As much as them motherfuckers want to take it away from us and give it now to the blacks. This is what the Democrats trying to do. They done moved you niggas in here. They moved us up off our fucking land. Moved us out west and up north. That's what they did. Moved us out west and moved us up north. Off our fucking land. To give to some niggas who done destroyed the motherfucking land. Y'all have. The land that we took care of for centuries. Y'all destroyed that shit, blacks. What type of motherfucking appreciation is that? And you think that the Native American man wants you to stay? Hell no, we don't want you to stay. We want you to get your ass out of here with them Democratic motherfucking pink toes. Take your ass back over there to your country. That's what we want you to do. Matter of fact, go back with your slave owner. Because most of you niggas got slave owner last names. So it ain't going to be hard to round y'all up. Hell no. All they got to do is look at your last name and check that motherfucking registry. Check your motherfucking family tree, nigga. And you, your offspring, and everybody the fuck else up out of this bitch. Up out of here. They gonna load your ass up or they gonna bury your motherfucking ass right here. Now you got a choice. Now either you can get with the program, because like that, them gangbangers say, ain't nan one of you black motherfuckers are bigger than the program. Nan one of y'all. Not a one. Not Barack, not Al, not Farrakhan, not nan one of you niggas above the motherfucking program. Yeah. See, us Native Americans, you know what we did? We got the fuck out of the way. You see what we did? We moved west and we moved north. We got the fuck on up out of the way. That let y'all know we some peaceful people until pushed. And then they tried to dumb us down. They didn't want us to have their weaponry, their education, or none of that shit. No, they just want to keep feeding us alcohol and drugs. That's all they wanted to do. Steal our land, steal our weed, slaughter our food. Do you know that we had enough buffalo over in this motherfucker that right now you niggas wouldn't even be eating that nasty ass motherfucking pig? You wouldn't. You wouldn't be eating that nasty ass motherfucking pig. No, we had buffalo. Them motherfuckers used to roam through this bitch. Nigga go outside with a bow and arrow and get his ass right there. Get him. And guess what the native did? Guess what he did? He used to sit out there and while he's skinning that motherfucker, and they worked together. The natives didn't have to be told they gotta work together. No, them motherfuckers worked together. One set of niggas, they'll skin that bitch. The next set of niggas, they'll get the portioning off the meat and everything like that. The next set of motherfuckers, after the meat done been portioned, now you got motherfuckers that's cutting off fat that ain't needed and preserving the motherfucking meat for the winter months and shit like that. Oh yeah, and then guess what? This the one that really get it. This is how man and nature were one over here in this country until that vile ass motherfucking pink toe Democrat motherfucker with his disease and everything, his alcohol, his guns, and his disease came over here to this motherfucking country. The Native American man will take the scraps and feed the wolves, because the wolves will help the motherfucking tribes go hunt. The wolves will help the tribes go hunt. The tribes would know from the birds in the air, from the motherfuckers up in the air, where the fish was at along the motherfucking riverbanks and along the lakes and shit like that. They would let them know because they be gathered up. So the people, what they would do is they would follow the animals. They would. They would follow and they learn the motherfucking patterns. They know this time of the season is for salmon to be spawning. This time of the season is when the deer be running. This time of the season is when the rabbits is just, they fully grown and they every motherfucking where. We didn't eat raccoons. No, we didn't. We didn't eat rats and raccoons and all that other shit. All that shit came from off that fucking water. From them other poverty-ridden ass countries that y'all come from. Poverty. So now y'all gonna turn the whole world into a ghetto, huh? That was y'all master plan? Well, shame on you, cause it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. You gonna die before you turn this world into a motherfucking ghetto, bitch. I'ma tell you that right now, demonic motherfuckers. You are going to die, and y'all ass is gonna be locked in Tartarus. You know Tartarus is up under hell? It's that far. It's that far. It's up under hell. That's where they keep all of the archangels, all of the fallen ones. Yeah. See, it's a whole bunch of shit, like I say, that you niggas don't know nothing about, and it ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with a rapper. It ain't got shit to do with a football player. It ain't got shit to do with a basketball player or a baseball motherfucking player. It don't. This shit is about human civilization. And you niggas don't even give a fuck about human civilization. That's why you dying. That's why you dying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, I done talked to y'all long enough. I hear the motherfucking the Charger tuning down back there, man. So y'all already know what this is. Yeah, this is the end of my little syndication, man. I want to come over here and I want to lay something on the ground for the hungry hounds that's out here, man. For real, I wanted to lay something out for my wolf pack that's out in this motherfucker trying to figure out how we gonna survive this. How we can put a stop to this bullshit before it gets worse. Hey, man, it's been a tipping Tuesday. Tip. The main tip, get off that goddamn Democratic plantation. Start thinking with your own free mind, man. You know the difference between right and wrong. You really do. You know that, and if you don't know the difference between right and wrong, ain't nobody ever told you, let Uncle Charlie teach you real quick. It's real simple, real quick. Do unto others as you will have others do unto you. You won't want nobody stealing from you, would you? You won't want nobody lying to you. You won't want nobody just teeing off on your motherfucking ass. You won't want nobody just shooting you and getting away with it. You won't want none of this shit that y'all niggas glorify. You won't want that. Not for real, for real. And the reason why I feel the way I do about them bitch ass rappers is because them niggas don't tell y'all, and they know. They know for a fact. They won't even tell you what the fuck they done had to go through in order to get to that shit, that level that they at. They won't even tell you. When it's each one teach one, they want to sell it to you. That's what the industry does. It sells you the game. At a very costly price. Your soul and your life. Your soul and your motherfucking life. That's the cost for being an entertainer, sports figure, and all that other shit that these motherfuckers done pushed up. Think, y'all. Start using y'all heads for something more than hat racks, man. Start using y'all heads for something more than motherfucking wig racks. Shit like that, man. Start using y'all heads, man. Stop thinking with your fucking emotions. Stop that shit. For real. Because if y'all stop with a lot of y'all actions, then a lot of these reactions won't come back so harsh. Again, like I say, thank you for everybody who done tuned in. Shout out to my homeboy Paul up there in motherfucking Chicago. Hey, Paul. Hey, man, we gonna have to go live on one of these platforms, man, and you gonna have to keep me, put me and the people up to date about what's really going on out there, man. I really want to chop it with you and put a camera in your hand, man, and you can go on out there and go get me some footage. Yeah, so we can bring it to these people and sit back and we can do some reactionary to it, you know. Reach out to me, Paul. You know what it is. Shit. Shout out to the homeboy Play Smooth. Hell yeah, all the way over there in Germany, man. Shout out to my nigga, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in today, man. Y'all see, I didn't really get into it today with them fucking dickheads because it's a way more important message. And if y'all listen to the message, eventually we'll get rid of them dickheads. Yeah, either they gonna go away on their own, or the law gonna come get their ass and take their asses away. So, you know, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Most of them motherfuckers who come on here anyway, man, they ain't got shit going. They ain't got no jobs, or they got dead-end jobs. They ain't got no bitch, or they got a motherfucking hoe that's using them and abusing them and all that old other shit. And if it ain't none of that, them niggas gay. Flat out. They gay as fuck. And they make it bad for the homosexual. They do. These niggas is faggots. They make it bad for the homosexual who just want to be gay and have to deal with they shit with God. For real. So, y'all take and process a little bit what the fuck me and April was just talking about, man. Go check April out too, man. She over on YouTube. Like I say, if y'all looking for any of this information that I be bringing to y'all doing these reactionaries too, then I got playlists set up over on over here on YouTube, man. This dope. It's got all of the information that I do reactionary on. Different playlists. Any playlist that's open to the public, please feel free. Please, I created them for that. Please feel free, you know. But be safe, be blessed, and go out here and be a blessing to somebody else. Please and thank you.